Dispatch, Goshen 1 responding. Dispatch, Goshen 1 responding. Pursuit. On standby. Suspect located.
Citizens report a possible 211 at Earl's Mini Mart.
Hello and welcome. Today's episode, we're going to be patrolling Grapeseed. Got our nice Grapeseed Durango. Pretty nice upgrade for a small police department here. Show off the light patterns. Very sweet setup. Do like this vehicle. It does have takedowns across the whole front bar, and the spotlight works as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put myself in duty. Or on duty, however you want to say it.
Roger, 1, Lincoln, 18. Begin beep.
And I'm going to make myself available for calls.
Roger that, 10, 8.
Head out on a patrol today and see what we can come up with. See what we can find out here. Deputy in front of us. He's probably just out patrolling for the day. I like to take some of these little back roads here. Sometimes there's some different cars that come down here. I like to just mess around on these back roads because nobody ever really patrols them. So right now, like I said, we're just gonna cruise around, maybe do some traffic. If we get any other call outs. I'm gonna be heading to an officer that needs assistance on a traffic stop. Head that way. Just got dispatched to that. See what this gentleman needs our assistance with. Yeah, like I said, we'll figure out what he's got going on. See if we can help him. Looks like he's gonna be right here on the corner. We're gonna go and get this. Is gonna be a deputy. I'm gonna be assisting this deputy on this traffic. Alright, so we're just gonna take a backup position. Question the driver here while we just kind of hang out and figure out for sure what's going on.
Reach for the dispatch, we got eyes on the target, moving to engage.
Alright, so this gentleman has a warrant. We just ran him through our questioning process. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start pursuing. Looks like we're gonna be primary for the time being. The deputy can get back in his car. Alright. And he is now stopped in the middle of this roadway. I'm gonna get around in front here and we're just gonna block him in.
Moron! Dispatch! Suspect on foot!
Alright, we have this gentleman on foot now. We're gonna go ahead and take him into custody at this point.
You are under arrest!
Alright. We're gonna get him over here. We're gonna call for a tow truck for his... Call for a tow truck.
Tow truck. Assistance required in Grapeseed.
Well, that's coming. I'm gonna move my vehicle over out of the way. The other cop can leave. We're gonna get this gentleman pat down. Let's see what we can find while we pat this gentleman down. Here comes our tow truck already. They're usually pretty quick when we're blocking the roadway like this. Binoculars and a smartphone. Alright. So, on this one, we're gonna call it prisoner transport. The nearest jail is over at
required
Seed.
and Grapeseed.
Being the only Grapeseed officer at the moment, I don't really want to send my resources out to Sandy, so we'll have one of our other officers take him over.
Hi.
And what I'll do is I'll write up a quick report here. He has an arrest report, or a warrant for his arrest. So we'll go ahead and we'll get him for the warrant here. In a second to kind of scroll through these. Warrant for arrest, and we're also going to get him for eluding or evading arrest. And that should be all the charges we have for him at this time. We'll go on for his warrant and a simple evading. And we're gonna go ahead and let our officer take that him to the jail. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put myself back in service.
10-4, copy that. Code 4.
We'll see what other interesting stuff we can come up with. I like the area of Grapeseed here. There's always plains, crop dust, fun. It's a very agricultural oriented city. Very.
Attention all units. We have an officer in need of assistance in Santiansky Mountain Range.
So it looks like just outside of our city. We'll go ahead and go to it. We always like to be available to assist county, conservation, whoever we end up going to assist. Like I said, they assist us very much all the time, so it's always nice to go and assist them when the opportunity arises. Looks like there's going to be another county unit. Go ahead and we're going to flip around here. Give this gentleman here a chance to get through. Alright, so he wants me to do a breathalyzer. Alright, I'm certified in that. We can get a breathalyzer on this gentleman. Alright, so yep, I'm starting to agree with my partner here.
Hold up!
Let's move this gentleman off of the roadway here. He's a little disoriented. We're gonna move him over here into the grass. And the deputy would like us to do a breathalyzer So that's what we're gonna do. We'll do a breathalyzer on him.
Thank you.
And 0.128, as you can see, 0.08 is our legal limit here. Much like many places.
You're
So this
mine
time,
now.
I'm gonna put him under arrest for OWI. Get the deputy watching.
We are code 4. Suspect arrested.
Then the deputy's gonna take off. He doesn't have a vehicle to transport, apparently. I am gonna call a different transport because
Assistance required in
I'm gonna head back to
Santiansky mountain range.
I'm gonna head back to Grapeseed eventually. Oh, and he has a baggie of white powder. We'll get that field tested. We'll kind of keep an eye on him here. Transport's right here. Another weapons. Grab that for us. Hi, yep. You just blew my eardrums out, man. Thank you. Really didn't need that siren. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna search this. Change this plate number. We're gonna search this vehicle. We'll check the vehicle for stolen hits. Kitchen knife, a taser. Alright, so as long as he's not a felon, I guess taser's alright. Where did these two fine gentlemen come from?
Apúrate!
Flatbed. Assistance required in Santiansky
Alright,
mountain
so
range.
to do this, we're gonna do narcotics field testing.
Vamos, vamos!
Well, I guess the evidence went with him, so I guess we won't be doing narcotics field testing. That's alright. I'm sure they'll test at the jail. We're gonna charge him with possession of a controlled substance. That is not my subject. That is the owner's record. Wonderful.
Attention all units. We have a civilian in need of assistance in Grapeseed.
So we are gonna go to a hang up 911. Probably gonna be a phase 2 location, I would assume, for dispatch. Oh, they did hear the location. Okay, so they heard the location, but unsure what's going on there. Hung up on our dispatch. And we're gonna head over there. See what we can find out here. Okay, I think this is the area that we're supposed to be in. Maybe this will be our caller here. No. Looks like our caller is going to be right here. Okay. Well, looks like this is going to be a false alarm. Wonderful. We always like to come check these because, worst case scenario.
Roger. Code 4.
It's the best case scenario there. Worst case scenario, somebody's seriously hurt. Something bad's happened. So, we're gonna do now, said, these back roads. Many officers don't like patrolling these side back roads. They don't have not much traffic on them. But occasionally we'll find suspicious people or suspicious vehicles. I like to keep my eye on these areas. I also like to monitor this airfield. It's a smaller airfield, it's rural. Lots of people do have access to it, however we occasionally find that you're vandalizing property. As you can see, there's it's old buildings. Stuff really kind of happens out here. We like to keep an eye on it, at least I do anyway. It's hard sometimes, but we make it work. So I do like this new Durango. It has made the patrols a lot easier with the city. I know I kind of just swiveled on that, but we're gonna check this vehicle. It's probably someone working in this construction area. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run it. These construction crews get kind of shady with their vehicles sometimes. So, the check's good. So, we're gonna go and try and find some traffic. See what we can stir up traffic wise. We have a pretty liberal pursuit policy here in Grapeseed, Grapeseed. Just forgot what city I was in. For the most part, chases do occur. We're allowed to run them for what they are, depending on what the charges are going to be. So I think I might sit right here in this portion of town, and I think I'm gonna run ALPR for a little bit. See as vehicles come by, see what identify. Not a lot of traffic right in here, but enough that I think we might be able to snag something on my ALPRs. Vehicle checked good. That one's checked good. You know, I occasionally like to do radars coming through here, right as people come off the highway right back there behind me. They come flying through this S-curves in the town, and it does create traffic jams sometimes, create some messes. Some accidents on these curves are pretty gnarly. So let's head into the actual town. We're gonna run ALPR as we drive. It's depending on what it is, we might flip on a car, but I'm trying to get something going the same direction as us to make nice, smooth traffic stops. Like I said, if it's a good charge, you're going opposite of us, we might flip around on them. Will very much.
Adam 6.
Alright, they have expired insurance.
This is Adam 6.
We'll see how we.
Citizens report a motor vehicle accident.
Adam 6, copy. Dispatch, need a location on the suspect.
Looks like we're gonna be on scene.
And Grapeseed, respond code 3.
Looks like we'll be on scene of this vehicle accident. I'm gonna kinda mark my car the best I can this way. People do look very argumentative.
Hold up!
Christ!
Let's go ahead and start tows.
Flatbed, assistance required in
Stay there!
Grapeseed.
Stay there!
Vehicles are drivable at this point. So we're gonna.
Flatbed, assistance required in
I'll change
Grapeseed.
plate number off this one. I'm gonna have this gentleman get off the roadway. I'm gonna put both of these gentlemen right over here in the grass. Okay, both their vehicles have been towed at this point.
Son of a
We're gonna
bitch.
go ahead and we're gonna run everybody's vehicles. Put my vehicle off the roadway. They can just hang out there for a moment while I determine what's going on here. Okay, so that is not at all any of the correct information.
Giflum. Thank you. Giflum. Thank you.
Alright, now both these men should be in our computer. Perfect. And their vehicles are no longer in here, but that's alright. So, what I'll do, both of them are valid drivers. This gentleman, I'm going to give him a citation for failure to stop. For the not stopping time for that vehicle in front of him. The other gentleman will let off. We'll get him a copy of this report. Don't always cite people in an accident, but that one's pretty obvious that he's gonna be at fault. He rear-ended that other car, and they're kind of in the middle of the road. So I'm gonna call both these gentlemen some taxis, get them a ride home. Vehicles have both been towed as they were undrivable. So we'll let's hang out while their taxis come, get them home, or wherever they're going. Not necessarily have to go home, they just can't be here. My ALPR is still active, so expired registration. I'm looking for outstanding warrants. Expired registration, so it just recently expired. If I see it, and I see it's been expired for a while, I'll stop them, and on the ALPR. Do not stop just for that reason. An ALPR hit anyway. I personally the registration and the registration date. This plate. I would see the registration is 2 years old. I would for sure stop it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna flip around, just as expected. This dirt bike, I'm gonna pull him over for no license plates. Pretty typical as seeing Grapeseeds. Any dirt bikes, ATVs, any vehicle has to have a license plate and has to be registered in the city here. So we'll see if it's registered. Looks like it is going to be registered. Let's have a license plate issued to it. So he might just get a ticket for okay. Narcotics on him, okay. Let's see what we can do here. You know what? I would probably be alright if I put myself on a traffic stop at this place.
1, Lincoln, 18, 10-4, Anna, 10, 11, and Grapeseed.
So it's just a random ticket floating out
Is
there with no event
required.
number.
Roger that.
So, failure to display license plates. I know, on motorcycles it's hard, they get fall off, they break off, whatnot. But everybody else has to make that effort. So we make everybody follow the same laws. And okay, once I issue this, we're gonna go after that tractor. He just blatantly ran into the car. So we're gonna catch up to him. We're gonna pull him over and see why he thinks okay. And it looks like this is actually gonna be an alert on a stolen vehicle.
Lincoln 18 10-4, copy that. Anna 10-11 in Grapeseed. Dispatch to Adam 6. Citizens report a motor vehicle accident. Is backup required. Roger, backup required in Grapeseed.
Now!
I'm gonna go ahead and get him out of the vehicle. Seems a little extreme to be going there. Point. I did not mean to throw a road flare there. And we're gonna go ahead until we can determine the actual validity.
You are under arrest!
Stolen vehicle. We're gonna go ahead and get him detained. Move him off the roadway. He's for sure gonna get citations for his part in that accident that we witnessed back there. We're going to request another vehicle check, just to confirm that this
Target vehicle license plate
is going to be a stolen.
85 Paul, Adam Victor 895. A possible stolen vehicle. Approach with caution.
And we are going to go ahead and we're going to just get a tow. Request a tow service. We've got a large tow truck out here.
Tow truck. Assistance required in Grapeseed.
So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna mark this tractor. That's our owner. So this is our driver. So I don't want to cite him. I'm going to create an arrest report for possession of a stolen vehicle and for leaving the scene of an accident. And we'll do reckless driving as well on that. So yes, like I said, we're gonna get him out of here. Looks like my partner had a pretty rough day there. His hood's all banged in. Must ran into some things, right? Sketchy stuff that we got going on. I'm gonna go ahead and pat him down. I've already written up his charges, so he knows what he's being arrested for. My partner's gonna
dispatch to 1 Lincoln 18. Check up. 1 Lincoln 18. Roger that.
He does have PCP as well, so we'll go ahead.
Assistance required in Grapeseed.
Now that we know that he has that, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna also charge him with possession of a controlled substance. Go ahead and we'll shut my ALPR off for the time being. Why update? My gentleman. Create an arrest report. Drug possession. Possession of PCP. So that'll be added onto his total charges eventually once the courts process that. Well, traffic is still stopped here. We're gonna go ahead and clear out. Once I clear this, traffic should go back to normal. Kind of concerning, I just heard an explosion and a brief siren. Not really sure what went down there, but nothing was told to me. So
Queen 2.
Queen 2!
We have shots fired.
Okay, so shots fired.
Copy, dispatch.
It's kind of gonna be an all.
In Grapeseed, units respond code 3.
Okay, I'm ordered all traffic to stop. I'm gonna have this gentleman on at gunpoint.
Go ahead.
Dispatch, suspect located. Moving to engage.
Shit.
Ambulance. Assistance required in Grapeseed.
We're gonna get our ambulance started here. We're gonna try and get this gentleman some help. Those of you that haven't really seen the ambulance yet, this is our Blaine County medic unit. They are spawned out here, and like I said, anywhere in Blaine County. We have more medic units. We have the Los Santos medics. We have the city of Los Santos itself as its own unit. So they were on over to the Valley of Arden, gentlemen. So we're gonna go and request a coroner.
Assistance required in Grapeseed. Dispatch to 1 Lincoln 18. Check up. One Lincoln 18. Roger that.
Here comes our coroner. Perfect timing. See if we can get this body moved out of the roadway so we can get this opened up. Looks like we got quite the little jam going on. People watching. Probably be on the news today for an officer involved shooting.
Queen 2. We've got shots fired.
Copy.
In Grapeseed, units respond code 3.
I'm gonna go ahead and clear
Roger
myself.
that. Code 4.
I'll let the officers advise on. I have other reports of shots fired. We'll see how they do their things up there. We're gonna continue on with our patrol. Check some of the areas that we haven't checked recently.
We need backup, quick!
Roger. Attention all units. We've got a unit under fire in Grapeseed. Respond code 3. 10-4, copy that. 10-8.
So we're not able to attach ourselves to this truck. So we're just gonna head towards location on our GPS. Sometimes these back roads do have a good purpose. It's a lot harder terrain, but less traffic.
Don't you move!
believe this is going to be our suspect. Shoot.
Roger, code 4.
You're mine now. Balls.
I'm not 100% sure if this is our suspect, so we're going to detain for now. We're going to move the subject off the roadway. He's standing in the middle of the roadway. I'm not sure where my partners went. We'll request a check here. As long as she doesn't have any weapons on her, we'll probably release her. And apologize for the confusion of holding her at gunpoint. Of course, baggie of cocaine.
Assistance required in Grapeseed.
I'm gonna call a partner unit to come transport this female.
Attention unit, Adam 6.
This is Adam 6.
We've got a civilian in need of assistance.
Roger.
In Grapeseed, respond code 3.
So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write her an arrest report for possession of cocaine. Okay, submitted the charges for possession of cocaine. Alright. So, I think for tonight, this is gonna do it for our event for tonight. So, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go final.
Ten 4, copy that. 1, Lincoln, 18.
Oh, I am now final. We're off duty. I'd like to thank everybody for checking in on this. Well, you don't blow my eardrums out again, guy. I'd like to thank everybody for checking in. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe. Be much appreciated. Trying to build this channel. Relatively new channel. I do plan to do more of these. I like the small rural area, so you'll see me doing a lot of Toledo, Grapeseed, Sandy. Maybe I'll get into some county patrols so that way I can go between the 3 in one night versus doing independent. We'll kind of see. But new thing I'm going to start doing here is at the end of these patrols, I'm going to start revealing our court cases. So this one will be from tonight. So we'll reveal our outcomes here. So if you remember, that was our taco truck guy. No prison time on that. So this guy was fined $277. $251 for not displaying a license plate. A very expensive ticket. Yeah, this man was 8 months in prison after that scene of that accident, possession of that stolen vehicle, but $2,000 in fines. Yeah, very expensive time. And then another $4,000. So if you remember this one, it's now up to $6,000 between the several charges. I do wish we could go back and re-edit this to add the charges to the original case, but it was assigned a new case. It's alright. And then this one, $5,000 probation for that possession of cocaine. It does not tell me if this first offense, second offense. I could look at her criminal record when I run her. And it looks like that was her first possession. So, yeah, so that's a new thing I'm going to start doing at the end of these. That way we get some follow-up on what happened with all those charges that I did throughout the night. So, thank you. And, like I said, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this.